Good evening, friends. It's night 56 on the road to 100 nights of live streaming straight. Welcome, everybody. Welcome, our Facebook friends, Twitter / Periscope, Twitch, YouTube. That covers it, but we're live on a couple of different Facebook groups, a Facebook page, a Facebook profile. So, welcome, everyone. We appreciate you being with us again tonight. Again, it's night 56. We are getting really close to that 60 mark, so we'll just keep pushing ahead. We're going to get right into it tonight. We're going to offer up one tip or thought or piece of advice and then ask one question. But before I get into that, let us know where you're watching from, where you're listening from. If you're watching the replay, thanks for watching. Let us know if you're watching live, hashtag replay, and let's have the comments rolling tonight. That would be awesome. I would love to be able to address some of you folks. If you've got questions or thoughts, comments, put them in the comments and we'll bring them to light and talk about them some. But tonight, the tip, if you will, or piece of advice is something we've talked about a little bit in the past, but we've talked a number of times about a second, third, fourth, income stream. You may have already two or three. You may just have one. So if you only have one, a second one is surely something that may be interesting to you. And this approach is probably not for everyone, but it is something that I've been able to take advantage of. And especially if you have a podcast, or if you plan on having a podcast, if you have a YouTube channel or plan on having a YouTube channel, which I highly recommend that you set up, or if you have a blog of some sort and have an audience, one thing that you can do is become a part of the Amazon Associate Program. It's basically an affiliate program. It is probably the one that the most people get started with if they're doing affiliate marketing of any type. There's tons of affiliate programs. It's no secret to any of you that follow me that I'm a part of the Amazon Associate Program. By the way, I get nothing by pointing you in that direction. If you have, I think you may have to have Amazon Prime already, but if you're on Amazon Prime and you have any of those things that I mentioned, a website, a blog, a YouTube channel, podcast, a couple of different things, and I'm going to show you the screen here in just a minute, then you can apply. And I think most people, if they have one of those types of traffic sources, if you will, Amazon is willing to let you get started. And there is a grace period where you have to sell. It's not that much. I think it's three purchases. And I don't even know if there's a dollar amount. So I'm sure that you have three friends that you could say, hey, I'm trying this thing, this Amazon Associate. Would you please buy your next Amazon product with my link? So I'm going to pull up the screen and talk about that just briefly. And so this is the website, and I'll put the link up here in a minute on the screen. I'll put it in the comments as well. Let me copy this into my clipboard. But this is the Amazon Associates Program. It says, welcome to one of the largest affiliate marketing programs in the world. The Amazon Associates Program helps content creators, publishers, and bloggers monetize their traffic. Of course, we all know that they have millions of products. There are a number of other things that they call like bounties, or things like I think the Audible is considered a bounty, and there's some Kindle options that are bounties. And so my recommendation, if you want to at least look into this as a possibility, my recommendation is that you start with products that are related to your passion, related to if you have a blog, or related to your YouTube channel. And you could certainly use my YouTube channel, I guess, as an example. Most YouTubers and many bloggers use affiliate links from Amazon, and it can be really helpful. I can also tell you that having started doing that and kind of getting some momentum there, I've also been approached by brands for things in my niche. I really prefer niche, but I think niche is the more common way of saying that. I always bring that up because I'm like, how do you say it? But if in my niche of technology, video, audio, in accessories, in and around that, I've been approached by brands to ask me to review some of their products. So I'm not, by most of these brands, getting paid, but I am getting access to equipment that I wouldn't have prior to that. The light that I have that's acting as my key light, and then the light that I've got kind of over to the side as a kind of a hair light. Both of those came through me doing reviews of those products. And the light that you see in the background back there, it's hard to point the right way. But both of the lights in the background are also items that I have been able to review. And my particular approach is I don't plan on publishing a review that's not a positive review. And the reason I'm okay with that is because what that really means is if I don't like a product, I'm just not going to post a review about it. And that kind of kills two birds with one stone. Everyone will have to determine for themselves whether that fits within their way of thinking about things. But, if I can say something positive about a product and really believe it, then I have a good relationship with that vendor. Now, as you progress, I know that there are, content creators, YouTube creators that get to say literally anything they want, good or bad. And those manufacturers still send them product because they know that they're going to get valid and useful input. So I see that I've got quite a few comments. So that's cool. Julian Moncada, I hope I'm saying that right. Welcome. Thanks for joining tonight. And appreciate you being here. If you've got any questions or comments or thoughts, if you're into or would like to be into live streaming or have questions about technology, that'd be cool. So, and another person here on Facebook says, "What are you doing? I'm new." Well, welcome. The first thing I want to say is go find me on YouTube. That's where we're really trying to build. And I'll pull up the link to that real quick. And then we're going to get right back into talking about, in this particular case for tonight, affiliate marketing. But go to this link and subscribe and turn on notifications. So for one, you'll be able to get notified. We are doing a giveaway as soon as we get those things in. We're actually working with a watch company. So, beggars can't be choosy, if you will. So we're waiting for those to come in, and we'll be doing a giveaway of these watches, and they're pretty cool. So I'm going to leave this link up, but let's go back to talking about Amazon associate program just for a little bit longer. I promise we won't camp out on this super long because there's not honestly a lot more to say about it. But as I was mentioning, the It's kind of a starting point, and then things start rapidly changing, if you will. I mean, I again, because of my YouTube channel mostly, and because I had a link to my Instagram and to my Facebook, and an email for that matter. I've gotten all three. I've got direct messages from Instagram. I've gotten emails by providing my email in YouTube, and I've received Facebook direct messages as well from manufacturers saying, "Hey, would you consider reviewing our products?" So there's actually, as I'm finding out now, no shortage of that. And I'll give you a tip if it's something that you're interested in. If you're really truly interested in doing Amazon partner program and doing product reviews, I can probably be better to try to talk to you and help you on a one-on-one basis. Be more than happy to do that. But what I've found with these manufacturers, and it's a thing where I've progressed, I think, some and learned some. They'll certainly ask you to review the $20 and $30 items, and I've got a number of those in lights, and those are great. But at some point, you get to the point where you're like, okay, I've got enough of these little toys. I want to review things that will actually improve my ability to present to my audience, that will actually improve my studio, give me tools that I can use. And so, especially if you're investing the time, because most of these reviews, it's not just a simple, yes, I love it. They're not going to continue to ask you to review their products if you can't give pros and cons and, have a little bit of a narrative around, why did you pick this product? How did you come to know about it? Various different things. And in some cases, they want you to do videos, not always. Sometimes it's pictures and a narrative. Sometimes they want a video and a narrative. It's always a narrative of some sort, a write-up, a recommendation, if you will. But, I've been able to kind of go up that ladder, if you will, where now I'm getting offers to review things in the $400 range. Again, a light that I have now that's been a major addition to my workflow. I wouldn't have had that if I didn't start doing these reviews. And I think that's Leo Oliver. Welcome. This is a great night tonight, getting a lot of people connected. I'm doing great. Leo, thank you. I apologize if that looks like an L. So if it's not Leo, I apologize. And also, Julian says hello. Well, hi. It's amazing. I'm glad that you think that it is. I would just say that it's something you can do as well. I don't necessarily know. I'm assuming that I can't tell by looking at this which Facebook destination that you're coming from, but if you're interested in live streaming, just get started. I would suggest that you get StreamYard. It's a free streaming service. You can actually kind of upgrade, if you will, to a paid service, but the free plan, you can stream up to 20 hours a month, up to 2 destinations. It's a great way to get started. It's super easy to use. And if you use my link, which is in the description, again, if you use my link, then you will get $10 off if you ever decide to go to a free plan. Now, what I just did, and it's actually real, that's an example of an affiliate recommendation or an affiliate link that I have with StreamYard. I honestly don't get a ton from that. I'm happy for everything that I get, but I get $10. If you sign up and get a paid plan at some point, you save $10, I get $10, and it's not even $10 in cash. It's $10 towards my StreamYard bill. So I'm a StreamYard user. That's the only way you even get an affiliate link. So it's not super lucrative, but it's a product that I use. If nothing else, if I had 4 people a month that signed up for StreamYard and got a paid account, then I would be able to pay for my own use of StreamYard. I'm not honestly there yet. I think there's been a ton of people that have signed up for the free plan, and that should be actually a testament to how capable just the free plan is. And it's a forever free plan. It's not a trial. It's not something that lasts for 14 days or 15 days. You get it. You can use it for life, and you can go live on 2 destinations for 20 hours a month. And then the one other thing that's truly amazing, you can actually use it as a Zoom type of service. So you can have up to 10 people on a video conference call, if you will. And as long as you're not going live with that, if it's truly just like a Zoom, that's unlimited. And that's better than Zoom, because a free account on Zoom, you can go, you can have a call for 40 minutes. It's 40 or 45, I think. But with StreamYard, you can have a call that lasts longer than that. And if you want to live stream that, you could live stream one stream, for a number of hours. And as long as you don't go over 20, then you can continue to use it for the whole month. The one other thing that you may want to know, and then I'm going to move away from StreamYard and get into my question that I have for everyone. But if you use the free StreamYard plan, then there's the StreamYard logo, that type of thing. I'll actually show you how it would look for a moment, because why not, right? So you should now see up here, up there, powered by StreamYard. I can turn that on and off because I have a paid plan. If you are using a free plan, that branding is going to be there and you can't get rid of it. So not the end of the world for most people. And unless that's a showstopper, I highly recommend that you obviously go with the free plan, learn how to use it, and come back and, get signed up and send me an email or direct message or something if you've got questions about how to use it. And there's a great community out there as well. So back to the affiliate marketing for just a few more minutes. And then I've got a question for everyone that's on. And I do recognize that there's more things coming up here. What made you start this, if you don't mind me asking? Okay, let me pull up this. Leo thinks I'm just going to read this if you don't mind. And by the way, I hope you don't mind me showing your comments. This is really helpful. What made you start all this, if you don't mind me asking? Johnny Depp slapped me around the face. What? Oh, that's so funny. I don't really understand that. So thanks for interacting anyway, even though I'm not sure that that's a serious question. I appreciate you being around, but I will answer the question and kind of skip past the humor. I'm sure it's humorous to someone, but I started this just because live streaming, being a content creator, I'm naturally a teacher, naturally someone that likes to share knowledge, like to help other people achieve their goals and dreams, that type of thing. So kind of a natural outlet for me, as well as, just trying to develop my own skills. It's not easy when you first start. It's not easy after you've been doing it for a while, especially live streaming. Now, having gone live for 56 nights straight, it's certainly easier than it was on night one. And I had live streamed some prior to that. But now I can hit the live button without much hesitation. When I first started, I would literally sit here for 20 minutes and do some deep breathing, squirm around a little bit, and finally find the courage to hit the live button. And I'm sure at times that was obvious. I hope that it's obvious now that I'm more comfortable with it. And so, the primary goal was to, again, work within I think one of my giftings, which is teaching and sharing of knowledge. So that's goal number one, to bring value. And I've mentioned before Gary Vaynerchuk's book, Jab, 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 Right, Hook, which is a metaphor or another way of saying give, 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 and then ask. So, I'm sure I will finally ask. And I do ask. The one ask that I have is go connect with me on YouTube, subscribe, turn on notifications. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours, because that's what you need to be a part of the YouTube Partner Program. It's all a process. It's all, part of it. So thanks for asking the question. I don't know if I answered it sufficiently, but, my goal was to, get out of the fear of going live, the fear of looking in front of a camera, the fear of making mistakes. And I'm to the point now where I would actually much rather do a live stream than a pre-recorded video, because with a pre-recorded video, I would argue, and I think there are other people that would support what I'm about to say, there's higher expectations actually for a video that you upload, because if you're not going live, there's the expectation that you take the time to edit that video, to have all kinds of transitions, potentially, logos, a lot of different things. And some of that you can do with a live stream, but a lot of that's not expected. And the other thing is, there's a lot more grace with a live stream, because people know that you're live. You're going to make mistakes. It's in the moment. So things are not going to go perfectly. But those first few live streams were very, very difficult. I just roll right on past the mistakes that I make, and that I obviously recognize the second after I make it. So if I can be an encouragement to you, that would just be to say, just punch fear in the face and hit the record button. That's something that Sean Cannell says. He's a well-known YouTube content creator, educator, expert in digital marketing, that type of thing. So look him up. But I stole that saying from him, but I really think that it, is helpful to think that way. So I just jump in there and go live. So the question now that I wanted to ask everyone, and I would love for you to answer the question here in the comments. I would prefer you to go to YouTube and do it there, but we're going to be looking at the comments on all the different social media platforms. And before I get to the question, I'll mention one other thing. Some might wonder why I only go live sometimes exclusively on YouTube. And there's two primary reasons. The main reason is I'm trying to grow the YouTube channel. That's where I believe the most bang for the buck is for anyone doing live streaming, because it's evergreen. What I mean by that is, to the extent that you're talking about something that is valuable and that people can use, it can be found over and over again on YouTube, whereas Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, most of those, they're not primarily a search engine. And so after about a week, or sometimes even less, those videos that you did are long since forgotten and not found near as often. Now, you can search in YouTube, you can search on Twitter, and if you do good with hashtags, that type of thing, people can still find your content, past its quote unquote expiration date. But with YouTube, since it's the second largest search engine in the world, second only to Google, and Google owns YouTube. So, with YouTube, again, evergreen content, people are going to find it. People are going to watch it over and over again. There are people that have videos that are 7 years old that are still getting thousands of views and potentially earning revenue. Again, that YouTube Partner Program, I don't want to talk about it too much, but once you get to 1,000 subscribers, 4,000 watch hours, not necessarily an easy thing to do, but once you get there, you can quote unquote monetize your channel. You can sell merchandise. You can have ads show up on your screen. But again, I want to emphasize that's completely up to you. I watch tons of YouTube. I think as a creator, I need to. I want to anyway. I'm already drawn to what I can learn and find out on YouTube. So I don't have to have another incentive. But certainly as a consumer of YouTube content, it makes me more aware of how I can improve my content. And so as a content creator, as a YouTuber, you can obviously just decide whether you sell merchandise, whether you have ads on your videos. If you have ads on your videos, are they at the beginning? Are they at the end? Are they in the middle? Are they all three? You have complete control. You can even control what types of companies can advertise on your videos. I don't think you can exclusively say exclude this company, that company. It's something I actually need to look into because that's an interesting question. But you most definitely can exclude certain types of companies or industries because that makes sense that you should have some amount of control over what your audience is seeing and doing. And Leo, thanks again for your involvement here. Hopefully you have subscribed. I've got to believe that you found us one way or another because you're there on YouTube. So thanks again. And good luck to you as well. Thanks. So I don't think I got to the question. So the question is, I started down that road and I got sidetracked. But the question is, would really like for you to help me know areas that you would like for me to talk about. If this is your first night, go. I'm going to pull up one other link. Go to the playlist, our playlist on YouTube. Watch a few other videos, and you'll probably get some sense of the types of things that I talk about and address. And once I pull it up, I'll talk about that briefly. So the question is, what can I talk about on these videos for the next 44 nights at least? After 44, that'll be 100. I think the one thing we're going to do on day 100 is we're going to live stream for 100 minutes. So that's not actually all that hard, almost 2 hours, but we're going to live stream for 100 minutes. And then who knows, maybe in 2022, we'll go live for 200 days straight and then do a 200-minute show. And then in 2023, we'll maybe go live for 365 days straight and then do a live stream for 365 minutes on the last day. That would be really interesting. I would love to have a big enough audience to justify that, not because I want the props or the praise, but obviously, if you watch any of my videos, you'll know that it's all about, gaining influence, which is to gain enough people in your circle to make an impact, and obviously through that income. We all need, or most of us need, an income, and everyone's time is worth something, regardless of who you are. So, at some point that's a part of the equation, but impact or influence, impact, and income. So, with a big enough audience, you can obviously justify investing more and more time into your content, more and more time invested into preparing for what you're going to present, all the things. So it's probably obvious to many of you that are watching this. I will, when it's all said and done, I will have gone live for 100 nights straight, and many nights I don't necessarily know prior to going live 100% what I'm going to talk about. Don't have an agenda, all those types of things. I've got a day job, quote unquote, lots of other things going on, not asking anyone to feel sorry for me or anything else. You can certainly give me constructive criticism, and I trust me, I'll take it under consideration and improve where I can. But there's only so much time in a day. Certain things you have to focus on. So this at this point in time is not what I do full time, but nonetheless, I take it serious. I do my best to bring value, even when I don't know what I'm going to talk about, literally minutes before hitting the live button. And that's kind of a testament as well. And you could get there one day, if you're not already, to where you hit the live button literally not even knowing what you're going to say past the first opening sentence. So I knew tonight I was going to talk about the Amazon affiliate program, and I knew I was going to ask you the question tonight, which is, what can I talk about that would interest you? What could I talk about that would bring you value? Those are the only two things that I knew for sure I was going to talk about. And that came to mind about 15 minutes before going live, because it was a power-packed day full of meetings and all kinds of other things. So that may help you in the sense that you don't have to have it all together as much as you might like to, as much as it's good to. Don't let those things stop you from starting what you want to start. So if you have a desire to do pre-recorded video, live stream video, just get started. I'll give you one thought on that, on those in that regard, since we're talking about it. Create a Facebook group that's a private Facebook group. Don't have anyone added into it, or maybe a select few that are confidants, if you will, people in your corner, and just go live to that Facebook group. I would not delete them. Watch them, see how it went. You could do the same thing with a YouTube channel. Just have those being private videos. You could go watch them over and over again. The cool thing about that is, since it's YouTube, you could download the video if you ever wanted to edit that video, and you could do that prior to having a paid account on StreamYard. One of the nice things about StreamYard with a paid account is you can download a recording of your live stream. So, but if you're not to that point yet, YouTube's free. Create a YouTube channel, go live to the YouTube channel and to your private Facebook group. Don't stop. Don't do anything. Just roll with the punches as they come. Evaluate, learn, go live again. Just do that over and over again until you get to the level where you have some confidence. Don't wait until you feel like you're ready. I was about to say that, but don't wait until you feel like you're ready, because for most people, you'll never be ready. So just get out there, do it, be willing to make mistakes, be willing to, realize that you got to start somewhere. We all start with 0 followers. For example, this YouTube channel that I've got now is 300 and almost 70. I think it's 368. I honestly didn't look before I went live tonight. I normally look before I go live. Last time I looked at some point today, it was 368. Be great if I got it to 370 at least tonight. It'd be even more amazing if I got to 400, but we're trying to get to that 1,000 mark. So I'm encouraged tonight by the comments, and I see another one coming in here. So let me look at this. How funny. Josh Roberts says, you remind me of Jack Nicholson. Follow that up, if you don't mind, with another comment of why. Is it my beard, my voice? I'm not sure. But I will say this microphone actually helps a lot. If you're, again, just a tip on live streaming, start with what you have. I started with a laptop, with the built-in video camera, the built-in microphone. Better than not doing anything, but it's certainly better now that I have a good microphone, a good video camera. Good microphone goes a long ways, because with a bad microphone, your voice sounds a whole lot different, honestly, than it can sound with a quality microphone. Now, this is not the best microphone out there, but it's certainly, I would say, professional level sounding. It's not, $1,000. It's not even a $500 mic. It's in the $200 range, but you can get microphones that sound really, really good at the $150 mark, maybe even the $100 mark. I wouldn't go much lower than that, honestly, if you're going to focus on good quality sound. That's not to say you can't get an acceptable quote unquote microphone for under $100, because you certainly can. But one of the things we talk about a lot is quote unquote upping your game. So, when you want to up your game, it's buy once, cry once is my philosophy. It's not everyone's, and that's perfectly fine. I typically, once I have the bare minimum that I need, when I'm ready to up my game, I will research, then decide on what it is that I actually want, and then save, do whatever I need to do to get the funds and not get something that's something less than that thing, if you will, that I've researched and have decided that that's what I'm going to go with. Now, my decisions in that regard are also informed by what I know is practical or possible within a reasonable amount of time regarding the finances. So I could go, I could research and come to the conclusion, microphone wise, that I want to get a Shure SM7B. The Shure SM7B is a iconic microphone in the podcasting and video space, but it's upwards to $500. And for some people, that's the right thing to get. It all depends on your resources and timing and everything. So take that and use it in whatever way that you can. But let's see, I'm going to pull back up here. Josh says voice, mannerisms, beard, everything. Well, I guess you're telling me I should be an actor as well. So that's the biggest compliment I've been paid online in a live stream in a while. So thanks, Josh. I appreciate that. Thanks for being a subscriber, and hopefully you've turned on notifications, because I don't know if you joined at the beginning, but we are going to have a watch giveaway if they ever come in. We partnered with Flex Watches. They're very socially minded company, so I like that part of what they do. They were on the I'm trying to remember the name of that show where the guy comes in and turns a business basically upside down, tells people they got to fire certain people, tells people all kinds of things. He's real, and he normally turns the business around. Every once in a while, he throws his hands up and he's like, okay, this is not something I can salvage, and walks away. I want to say it's called The Boss, but I don't think that's it. But anyway, Flex Watches was on that series, and they had gotten away from their socially minded approach to giving money to very worthy causes. I guess they got greedy. I don't know. I don't want to say that about them. But anyway, they had changed their approach. They actually started losing money. He came on, they came on the show. He gave them some advice. I have not actually got to see that episode yet. I want to go watch it. But, bottom line is, one of the recommendations that he made was you need to return back to this socially minded approach. And it certainly helped them regain focus and emerge, as a successful company again. So that's a cool thing about Flex Watches. And we're going to do that giveaway as soon as we can. I don't know how many they're sending us. I hope they send us enough that we can do a giveaway of more than one. Josh is so funny. I've actually not had so much fun in 56 nights now. He's like, yeah, I subbed. You were great in The Shining, by the way. Okay. Well, thanks. I'm going to have to practice on my Jack Nicholson mannerisms. But by the way, Josh, did you see him as the Joker? Wasn't he the Joker? But anyway, I digress. We're close to closing out this live stream. But before we do, again, remember the question. And the question is, let me know in the comments a couple of things. Number one, where are you watching from? Are you watching live? Are you watching a replay? We love those that watch replay as well as those that are live. Both important, um, uh, parts of our audience. And then also, what kind of topics would you like for us to cover? I need to a large extent, stay within. They tell you as a YouTuber that you need to have a niche or niche, and the really successful YouTubers can emerge from being very specific in what they cover. They can at some point emerge into being more broad again because they have a large enough audience that they can do that. And so that's what I would love to do at some point. I'm interested in a lot of different things, but I am naturally interested in and know a lot about technology. So it makes perfect sense to talk about technology. I've been helping, Fortune 100 and Fortune 500 companies for 25 years grow as a consultant. So, business is also another aspect of my, I guess, expertise. It sounds like acting, maybe another one. But nonetheless, I do appreciate everyone. Appreciate your comments. Appreciate you following, liking, sharing, all the things. I'm going to leave it with saying, because I said this the other night, if you have aspirations of growing a social media presence of some sort, let's assume right now it's video, I've had several experts that I've been reading, watching, say here recently that subscribers don't matter. And I completely agree, but they matter to a certain point. Again, you can't be a part of their partner program, for example, on YouTube, if you don't have 1,000 subscribers. So you can't not look at that as a indicator of growth. Now, asking for subscribers all the time is a different thing. I mention it, hopefully not too often. I mention it more in the form of dialogue. If someone's dialoguing with me, then I think it's more natural to bring it up at that point. But you can't be a part of the partner program if you don't at least reach that 1,000 subscriber mark. We already have one channel that we've got to almost 6,000. So, I know that it can be done, but you have to start somewhere. So we're almost at 370. Maybe we'll reach the 400 mark by Friday, but keep coming back. I'm going to point up to here because on YouTube, I'll add this video, day 56, episode 56. I'll add that to the playlist. And so if you're watching the replay, go to that playlist, watch some of the other episodes, comment there. I'll go back to any one of these videos. I monitor the comments. I'll go back to any one of these videos and interact if you comment. So Josh, he's been really a good engager tonight. He says, I'm watching from Timbuktu. I know this is probably annoying. I can't really think of anything in particular for you to do, but the technology stuff sounds good. Okay. Timbuktu, are you serious? I mean, I guess there is a town called Timbuktu. I know there's one called Kalamazoo. There's a Paris, Texas. There's a Rome, Texas. I'm from Texas. There's all kinds of interesting names. So yeah, and Josh also says subs matter. Let's be real. Yes. So Josh, let me know. Also, if you're still here, do you have a YouTube channel? If you do, put it in the link, put it in the comments here. I want to go check it out. Anybody here that's watching this live or the replay, you need to go check out Josh's YouTube channel if he has one. And Josh, if you don't have one, you need to get one. I don't know what you do. I don't know your story, but everyone, in my opinion, needs a YouTube channel. And I'm going to leave it with that. And one other thing, because I normally say that at the beginning of the live stream, I've been trying to change it up a little bit and get right into the meat of what I want to talk about. But I believe that everyone needs a YouTube channel. I shouldn't say needs. Maybe not needs is the right thing. I think everyone should consider having a YouTube channel, regardless of what you do. I believe if you have any aspirations for working for yourself or having a side business or a side hustle, even if you work for a company, I got my own company to the company I work for to establish a YouTube channel. It's been a great marketing platform for us. We started by posting videos on YouTube and then linking those to LinkedIn, which is very good, as most of you know, for business to business, even business to consumer for that matter. And then we finally got approved for the LinkedIn Live program. That was a natural progression. So now, you know, in the even the corporate setting, obviously it was beneficial. But as an individual, my recommendation at least is create that YouTube channel as a personal brand. And the reason I say that is over time, you may do one thing today, you may want to do another thing 5 years from now. If you do it as a personal brand, which is literally just your name, first name, last name is what I would honestly do. That's what I've done. Then when you pivot or transition from one thing to another, maybe you're a lawyer today, maybe 5 years from now, you're maybe you're teaching other people how to pass the law exam, the GMAT or whatever it is, the LSAT, sorry, and or the bar exam. So maybe you really, don't do law per se as much anymore. You've transitioned. If you have a personal brand, you don't have to go get a new audience. Some of your audience that you already have may or may not be interested in the new thing, but many of them will be. And then you just keep going. It's not like you have to start over. If you don't have a personal brand, you've got this, YouTube channel that's got some interesting name for now, but then 2 years from now, 3 years from now, you want to do something different. You potentially could change the name of the YouTube channel. Yes. But anyway, enough about that. I highly recommend that you go with a personal brand. So one more comment from Josh. I don't have a channel yet, but I'm thinking of starting one at some point. Great. I support you in that. I encourage you, come watch these lives and you'll get more encouragement every night, because again, I literally every night at some point in the program encourage everyone to start a YouTube channel. And then the second thing that I normally do at the front that I'm doing at the end is go create an email list. I use ConvertKit. The link is in the description. Another free tool. We love free. I love free. strammel.info/ConvertKit. And what I like about that is you can manage up to 1,000 subscribers for free, send out unlimited broadcast email messages. You can segment your subscribers into the appropriate categories. Those subscribers can be in any number of categories that you set up, and then those broadcast messages that you send out can be targeted to a particular segment. So it's just really cool. It's another forever free product. That's ConvertKit. So strammel.info, not .com in this case, but strammel.info/ConvertKit, KIT. This link, just real quick, I know I'm sharing a lot of links tonight, but want to be connected with you guys and gals. This link will take you to where you can sign up for my email list. So I just talked about that. And so I'm actually using it. I don't typically talk about things that I'm not either in the process of getting or that I already have and use, but I use ConvertKit. This is a ConvertKit email landing page where you just put in your name. I think that's all I'm asking for. Name, maybe your state, first name and an email. And then, try not to spam people, but when we have something really interesting, The one other thing I will say is when we do the giveaway, we will be using our email list as part of that. So if you're not already on the email list when you do the giveaway, we'll ask you to join our email list. So I'll say up front, hopefully that'll be okay with you. These watches, go check out flexwatches.com and get your hopes up that you'll win one of them. They have a 50% off thing that I think is still going on. So if you, it may still be there. If you go to flexwatches.com and then use the code flex50, you'll get 50% off unless they've stopped that. I haven't been there in a few days. That's not an affiliate link, by the way. You don't get anything for that other than the satisfaction of you getting a watch if you're in the market for a watch at a really good discount. So their price range is typically $40 to $79. So we'll say $40 to $80. So you're looking at a watch for $20 or $40. Pretty good deal. So looking forward to getting those in. So again, last thing, go up there. If you're on YouTube and you're watching this in the replay, I'll have a card up there where you can go get connected with our playlist and go start the playlist at the beginning and just let it play all the way through. That's one way that we can rapidly get to those 4,000 watch hours. And we appreciate literally every second that you guys watch that. And that's what we have for tonight. Have a good one. We'll see you tomorrow. All right. Bye.